What's up, guys? Christopher Gadget. Tonight we're checking out Subaru's 2016 WRX Limited, and I'll tell you more about it right now. First things first, this is not the STI version of the car, which is to say that it has a dual-scroll, turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder boxer engine that produces 268 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. The STI, on the other hand, has a larger displacement and kicks out 305 horsepower and 290 pound-feet of torque. So did our WRX leave me wanting more? For the most part, no, but a bit more low-end torque never hurts. Made it to that as a fairly smooth and most certainly quick 8-speed gearbox. There is a manual mode, but shifts can only come by way of the paddles behind the steering wheel. Also frustrating is the transmission's tendency to shift into too high a gear, probably to maintain fuel economy, which means you'll have to wait for the power to come on unless you manually downshift. Speaking of which, Subaru says this WRX can get a 19-25-21 city highway combined fuel economy, provided of course you are not hammering the accelerator like that guy attempting to achieve a 0 to 60 time in 5.5 seconds. This is all of course helped by the WRX's all-wheel drive system and a curb weight that just slightly exceeds 3,300 pounds. So, how does it drive? Like a true sports car. It's bumpy through, well, the bumps, communicates the road's imperfections in the steering blissfully well. Yes, there's actual feedback unlike its German counterparts, and ensures that at no time you believe you're driving a luxury anything. And you know what? I like that. So nimble, agile, and fun are just a few of the words that come to mind when driving the WRX. And much of that can be attributed to the car's independent suspension, high spring rate, and torque vectoring system, with the latter making the car all the more effective through the corners. But surprisingly, and despite my last statement, Subaru hasn't skimped on features. In fact, this thing is jammed with tech, and it goes something like this. Adaptive cruise control, lane assist, object detection, pre-assist braking which gets the brakes ready in case of an impending crash, blind spot monitoring, and there's also a bunch of driver amenities that include a backup camera, a decent audio system which can be upgraded to a Harman Kardon one if needed, multiple displays, the center one is touchscreen, Bluetooth audio, 2 USB ports, and more. The biggest surprise, you ask? Keyless touch entry, which I didn't expect to see on this car. And if that isn't enough, the interior, while far from mind-blowing, is tight and nicely crafted. The seats provide decent lateral support, and there's even some carbon fiber trim and a usable back seat. Yes, you can actually sit in this sports car's back seat. Oh, and there's also a trunk that is, well, fairly accommodating. So, where does this leave the WRX? In a pretty good darn position as an everyday sports car. Sure, it's not the most comfortable of rides, the suspension can't be adjusted, and the exhaust note can be a bit draining after a while. And yes, it does scream, I'm 20-something. But it's a true driver's car. Because of that, the person driving it, you, ain't gonna give two shits about what it says and only care about what it does. Price, you ask? All in? Well, Bob, $36,485. All right, guys, that's it. That's a 2016 WRX Limited Edition. If you can, please click up here to subscribe, comment down here, let us know what we can do differently, and watch a video from the week before over here, maybe 2 weeks before. And as always, thanks for watching.